Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kardash. That one is to the apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone, taught me this truth and do rule well. Peace, blessings, salutations to the whole elect, the house of David, wherever you may be scattered throughout the four winds of the earth. This is your brother Yazariah Allah from Great Millstone Branch out of Chicago. Bring you another lesson of truth and sincerity, Lord's willing, it's edifying. And this letter, this topic or this Salakia. I'm just it's just so funny, man. This article right here, and yeah, this lesson I'd like to bring tonight, this morning, is based on what you see on the screen, man. I'm going to title it somewhere around the lines of it's them, man. This is crazy, but it's them again, man. So we expect nothing. We know, but the media is gonna act like they don't know. They probably won't even air it, put it out there. That's why you see it's on the Clayton and redactive show again. And but anyway, let's let the video play, right?
2024 bingo card, hidden Jewish tunnels under New York City, then you are winning at life because you just nailed it. This is really, I have to think, the most bizarre story I've heard in a very long time. But I think it could potentially, we don't know yet, it could really have potentially really troubling pieces of this story as they come out here. And we have a lot of questions. We have a lot of questions about this story. First, some context. What you're seeing here, notice the people in the middle of your screen who are hiding there in underground caves in New York City, which have been busted wide open and are now being filled with cement as a result of discovering these really damaging and hidden caverns underneath the city of New York. Late yesterday afternoon, a wild riot broke out inside a New York City synagogue in Brooklyn. Police had to be called in. Why? Look at these they're coming out of the ground. And a riot breaks out as a result of it. Construction workers showed up. This is when the riot started. So construction workers showed up and started trying to pour cement into these hidden tunnel systems. And these Orthodox Jewish members had built. It's illegal. And you're not allowed to live underneath. Look at that police officer. He pulled up a taser. He's like, you guys got to get back. They're trying to fight the fact that they're now going to uncover what's perhaps in these tunnels. Is it just people? Is it just they're using it to traverse the area?
I was wondering if it was because I don't know if you know this, but in a lot of those Jewish communities, they will tie a rope from one house to the other because they're not allowed to leave their house on the Sabbath. But they're thinking as if the rope is attached, it's not technically leaving their house because it's still part of it. So maybe they were trying to attach these tunnels so that it was still connected to their home so they could leave on the Sabbath.
Maybe that's, and if that's what they're saying. Also, the Daily Mail was saying, well, no, they built these tunnels so they could sneak into the synagogue during COVID lockdowns. But that doesn't make any sense because we now know that these tunnels were constructed about 6 months ago. So it has nothing to do with COVID, it has nothing to do with lockdowns, trying to sneak into a synagogue because you're that devout. That's how the Daily Mail was trying to portray the story. They're so devout that they just built tunnels. They had to get to the synagogue. They had to get there.
It's pretty terrifying how many stories did we see last year of buildings collapsing,
right?
Apartment buildings collapsing. I don't think that's safe.
Well, yeah, I don't think it's safe either, but we do know, there's so many things we don't know right now. Why were they building these tunnels? The dispute, the New York City Police Department was called in because these construction workers showed up. Who called the construction workers? That's what
Okay, we're going to stop the nonsense right there. Who owns the construction workers, man? Let's go there. Who owns the unions? Who owns the United States, man? And let's stop it right there, man. You know the history. You're a reporter. You know the history of American street gangs. When I seen this, I started laughing, man. I couldn't stop laughing. It's just so much. And then went into this Jewish American organized crime history, man. And we know there were tunnels all underneath New York and Chicago, Come on, tunnels everywhere, man. Because and even in houses, man, in Cicero and in Chicago Heights, you know, they had tunnels. Because when the police raided one spot, you know, they would go underground like the rats that they are and go to the next place and escape. Okay, these are your crime families, man. See them coming up from holes all around the earth. The groundhogs, freaking rats, man. This is who they are, man. You know, man. I mean, it's funny, man, to a certain extent, man. But let's look into this article. There's a couple things I wanted to bring out in these articles, man. These are your crime families, man. It says this one right here says Jewish. Let me open it up a little bit. Jewish American organized crime. Jewish American gangsters were involved in many different criminal activities. Many. This is how they make their money, man. Included murder, racketeering, bootlegging, prostitution, and narcotics. Narcotics, right? Now let's stop and think for a minute. Were your so-called Negroes into that, and Latinos and Native Americans into that? No, man, these were the leaders of this now. But who's doing it now? Because they have left them in charge. They have corrupted and corroded them into doing the same thing, right? They have made them drink the wine. Go ahead, you can do this, and this gonna lead you to a wonderful life. Hey, look at me. Look at me. I'm walking around in a suit and tie, and you know, I'm very, very respectful. Hey, man, look at me now, man. I'm in the White House, man. Okay? I'm a prime minister. I'm a governor, a senator. Okay? These are the rats that come out of the holes at night, man. These are the rats that live underground, man. Okay? They just painted themselves a pretty picture by putting a suit and tie on, man. Come on, man. Like the elder Malcolm always says, he says the most dangerous men on the planet are the pale faces with suits and ties on, man. Okay? But let's open this up right here. There was some interesting stuff in here. Organization characteristics, history, 19th century to the early 20th centuries, prohibition, after World War II, late 20th century to the present. It says, reads here, the Jewish American organization organized crime initially emerged within America's Jewish community during the late 19th and early 20th century in media and popular culture. It has variously been referred to as the Jewish mob, man. Variously, right? Jewish mob, the Jewish mafia, the kosher mob, the kosher mafia, Yiddish connection, and kosher Nostra, or Unzer shits, right? Okay, but you know, it's your mob, man. Okay, these were your mobsters, man, that were doing all the dirt, man. And we're gonna get some of those names too, man. And one article I pulled up going into this thing, man, it said, "Oh, we don't have any photos." You're damn lie, you got photos. You want to protect them from you want to protect Grandpa from seeing them. You want to protect the offsprings, man. That's all you're doing. You want to protect hide the history. Okay, that's all you're doing. That's all you have. That's all you have been. That's all you have ever been doing, man. He's a vagabond. You know, a vagabond, and what else? What else? I forget. God dog, I'm just so excited. But he's God dog it, a vagabond. The Lord gave him his punishment, called him a vagabond, man. You know, Lord's willing, I'll remember it though. But I think I wanted to get that was it. And then let me grab this 5 points game. You know what? No, let me in the late 19th centuries in New York Monk Eastman, who himself was most likely not Jewish, operated a powerful Jewish gang. And it says that competed with Italian and Irish gangs, notably Paul Kelly's 5 Points gang. Sound familiar? Gangs of New York, man. It says for control of New York city's underworld. Where did you find them guys? Where did you find them? Where they said it was coming out? The holes in the ground, the underworld. This is what they said. This was what was killing me. They were sounding like they don't know this right here. But there's an underworld, man. Match it up, man. This is what they do, man. They hide in low and dark places, man. This is a dark place that they have created, man. Okay, this is a dark place, man. You know, they hate light. You know, wickedness hate light, man. Okay. Roaches, they don't like light. You cut the light on, they running, man. Okay. Yeah, but that 5 Points game, it reminds me of that that movie, Gangs of New York, right? But anyway, there was something else I wanted to grab out of here, and it is. Let me go back and grab it. New York's foremost famous Jewish gangsters. Okay, let's open that up. I think that's it. Yep, this is it right here. Okay, I think that's not Cohen is the name. Loopy, yeah. Louis Lepke, Butch Latter, whatever, right? It says Louis Lepke Butler, born in 1897 to 1944, was nicknamed Lep Khalil, Little Louis by his mother was nicknamed Little Louis by his was named Little Louis by his mother. J. Edgar Hoover called him the most dangerous criminal in the United States. Okay, in the United States. Why? Because this man is
number one, who called the construction.
The most dangerous man in the United States, right? J. Edgar Hoover, man. J. Edgar Hoover, right? I think at the time he was in control of the FBI at the time, right? It says born on the Lower East Side of New York, where his family lived in a crowded flat over a small hardware store owned by his father. Louis was the only one of 11 children to embark on a life of crime. One brother became a rabbi. Sound familiar? There's another, a dentist. Sound familiar? And the third, a pharmacist. Sound familiar? Corner the markets, man. Okay? And don't think they ain't had no lawyers and they ain't had no judges, you know what I'm saying? All in the family, in the neighborhood or whatever, you know, all clicked together, right? Yes, they did. And we know by why, by how. How do we know? By the fruit that they bear, man. The same thing is going on. Ain't nothing changed, man. They all running. You see that who won that gang war? You know, you can look at Israel and the United States right now. The United States can't tell them shit. They can't tell them damn. They can't tell what's his name, Benjamin, not a J. They can't tell them nothing, man. They running the damn show, man. All right. It was another one I wanted to get. Jewish gangs in America. For Jewish gang syndicate. World they know. Right here. I think this was it. The Jewish mob, Kosher Nostra Mensa of the underworld, right? The teachers of the underworld, right? It was something in here. Showing some pics now though. Philadelphia, Bob Moss, Willie Weinsberg, Abe the Baron, Minkler, Reading, PA, Racket Kingpin, Philadelphia's Jewish Mob, aka the 69th Street Mob, the Day Charles, the Bug, Workmen Saved a Horse, You know, I mean, it goes on. You know, it goes on. These are all your Jewish mob, high profile guys, if you will, man. And these guys, this thing is, it's. Let me just grab. You know what? I gotta grab some scriptures. You know, grab a couple of scriptures, and Lord's willing, is edifying. It's this Amos 9:2. It reads, "Though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down." So ain't no way you can hide, man. Like Clayton said, maybe they were trying to hide from the COVID, or hide from this, hide from that. We know that they're building bunkers already anyway, man. Okay, right? They're building the bunkers underground, underwater, in the firmament, man. It doesn't matter. The Lord says He's going to bring them down, man. He's going to bring them out of wherever they are. Let's read it again. Amos 9:2. Though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. So when they climbed up to heaven, back in the late 60s, the Lord starts bringing them down when they start going up there to the moon and all, right? Saying that they're going up to the moon again, right? Because they can't pass Leo, man, lower Earth's orbit, man. Verse 3, it says, "And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them." And it's Leviathan, man, you know. And these guys are comical, man. That was funny to me, man. That was comical to me, man. And he said another thing. Clayton said another thing. He says there should be maybe there's something more cynical about that. You damn right it is, man. Because Job, these men are viler than the earth, like Job called them. Job said they're viler than the earth, man. You know. And let's get this Habakkuk 2:16. It says, "Thou art filled with shame. For glory drink thou also, and let that foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory." You're supposed to be this high-mounted, the people of the Lord, but you're living underground like rats, man. Shameful spewing on your glory, man. All right? I think I had another scripture that I might have wanted to bring out. Let me see. But yeah, man, these guys are finished, man. Finished, man. You know, finito. You know, you can't make this up, man. These guys are just the worst of the worst, man. You know, the worst of the worst. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get that Job. I just quoted it. Valid in the earth. Job 30. Job 30 and 31. It reads, "But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose father I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flocks," man. You know, and this is how this is what Job was telling you and describing about these people. He wouldn't even let his dogs sit near them, right? It says, whereunto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, in former time desolate and waste. It says, who cut up marshmallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men, man. Right. They've driven them underground, man. But and they don't even have to go under. But this is them, though. This is them. This is why this is so funny to me, man. And that's why the Lord pushed me to do this lesson early this morning, right? It's almost 2 a.m. It says they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as if a thief, right? To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, man, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks, underground, in the rocks, man. It says, among the bushes, they brayed under the nestle. They were gathered together. They were children of fools. Yeah, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. Okay. The Lord says he was given, the Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men. He gives it to whosoever he will. He set it up whosoever he will and set it up the basis of men, the lowest of men. Fools. That's who they are. But anyway, Lord only knows that was edifying to the body. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, HaKadosh, that wants to the apostles and all the bishops, great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the whole elect, the house of David. Shalom and Kram Yasharallah.